Welcome to the 25 days of Whiskey Christmas. This is day 5, December 5th. Today's video is brought to you by Chest Hair and is specifically calling out all of the ONU Alpha Z sisters with my wife. They seem to have an affinity for chest hair, or so I've heard. I don't know if that's a secret or not. So this is for all of you. This is an enjoyable video. I hope it finds you well as we delve into whiskey and all things manly. Day 5 of the 25 days of Whiskey Christmas brings us our first Irish whiskey. Everything we've had so far has been either a bourbon or a rye. This is our first Irish whiskey, and this bottle holds a special place in my heart. This was given to me as a gift for a going away party when I was the chairman of the board of the Swannanoa Valley Museum in Black Mountain, North Carolina. I'm pretty sure that the lead in purchasing this was my dear friend Carol Tyson. What a wonderful soul. I rank her as one of my favorite people on this planet, and I'm pretty sure that she had a hand in picking this out for me. So I'm super excited to see that it popped up into the random generator, and I'm looking forward to reviewing it with you. Tullamore Dew is an interesting whiskey. I have a number of Irish whiskeys in my bar, but Tullamore Dew, I think they were established in 1829. The Dew literally stands for the guy's initials that started it. I can't think of what those are offhand, but Irish whiskey in general, as well as Scotch, do not have to be barreled in brand new oak charred barrels like bourbon does. And often Irish whiskey and Scotch use used bourbon barrels. And in this case, with Tullamore Dew, especially with the 12-year, they use old bourbon barrels and Oloroso sherry cask barrels. And so what you get with this is thinner, sure, than a bourbon is going to be in both nose and taste, but probably a wider array is not a word, a wider array of flavors, which is really interesting. Irish whiskey is usually easier to drink because it's not as higher proof. So let's get into it. We'll start with the nose. So the nose, the nose is very corn forward. That smells like corn. If you've ever smelled a corn whiskey or a corn barrel, that's what this smells like. My dog is barking in the background, is very interested in this. Probably because I'm saying the word corn. I don't know, she must like that. But that's really what the smell is. I don't get much else. So let's do taste, because I'm not getting much on the nose. Wow. There is a lot of, it's almost chocolatey. Yeah. It's chocolatey. You can absolutely taste that Oloroso, that sherry finish in there. But yeah, it's mellow but super balanced. Like, there's no, when I say balanced, what I mean is there's no one flavor that's bigger than all the rest. You can taste the sherry. You can taste the chocolate. You can taste even the grains. It's almost like you can taste what it was made from. These are triple distilled, which is kind of interesting. And they run them all through. Yeah, this is good. I already like this bottle. Holds a special place in my heart. But The flavors themselves are great. Regular Tullamore Dew and the little white jug, if you've ever seen that, great. Love that stuff. This takes that to another level. Let's read about it a little bit. This is an Irish whiskey, distilled and bottled by Tullamore Dew, which is owned by William Grant and Sons. Comes in at 80 proof, so this is the lowest proof of anything that we've done. It's a blend of 12 to 15-year-old whiskeys. No mash bill, is triple distilled. Both bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks are used. The MSRP is a little bit more, about $53. You can usually get sherry, or not sherry, you usually get Irish whiskey for a little bit cheaper, but I think the 12-year on this one adds a little bit of price. Not unwarranted. This is good. It almost opens up on this. Let it sit for a minute. It almost opens up. Yeah, this is really good. What's my ranking? My ranking, if I had friends coming over that just wanted to do a bunch of whiskey, this would absolutely go into a flight of whiskey. So it's solidly in the share with friends. Not gonna lie though, this is good enough to kind of keep on the back shelf, and if someone says, hey, do you have a good whiskey, pull this one out. I don't know that I'd mix it. It's already kind of thin. It's got a thin body to it. So, and I don't drink this every day. So I'm going to go, this is going to be my first reserve for royalty. So if I'm looking at some Irish whiskeys, this is the first one I'm going to go into that thing. And I might be lending itself some valor because of where I got it from and my dear friend Carol. But yeah, this is the upper echelon of share with friends and slip it into reserve for royalty. So really enjoyed it. It's a good one. Shout out to all my wife's Alpha Z sisters, and a little one more for you. Merry Christmas.